Time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle.
Todd, all I can say.
We have high hopes and aspirations for this fight. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. He threw a punch and just got countered. Block that right hook. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside and winning round after round.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Good counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every...
Here we go, it's round two. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then, put the pressure on.
Insane action. Fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every switch.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Good defense stopping that jab. All the time. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. As bad as boxing judging. On to the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
And negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. A straight right just misses. It's all offense all the time. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. After what we saw. Here we go to the fourth round. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Swing and a miss with that hook. You would not want to be hit by this guy, trust me. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? Looks like trouble was averted.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Ali in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout with...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
That counter punch caught him clean. They blocked the left there. The perfect counter lands. scores with the counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter needs to... There's the bell to start round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. Punch, counter punch. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to thinking. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little favourite and pickpocket them.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just...
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Oh, no! Ali is down! Let's watch that again in replay from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Gotta waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then gotta paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just gotta make the most of it. Because if you let...
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Muhammad Ali in trouble, but surely he'll find a way out. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be. Round 7, here we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
They blocked the left there. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Good counter punch. They blocked the left there. And he scores with the counter. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
There's a counter shot. Is off the charts. The unified heavyweight champion is down. He wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three,
got knocked down but didn't stay down. Once again, showing you how much grit and courage this fighter has.
Hard, he's up. I'll be...
Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. And we enter the 8th round. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Beautiful counter punch. They blocked the left there. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
Todd looks back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought this guy's aggressive.
And finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. Let's see that again.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Come to me.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
Some fighters, when this happens,
Big shot, and down goes Ali. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
You're right, Todd. What a shot. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown it. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
There's a counter shot. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. They blocked the left there. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
They blocked the left there. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. They blocked the left there. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. talk about Ali in that last round. He is down big time on the... It's round 10. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
And he scores with the counter. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite-level stuff here.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. That uppercut can't get through. Misses with the straight left. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ali in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. After that last round, something has got to change.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Straight right just misses. They block the left there. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Catch and shoot. That hook just can't find the target. His jab just got blocked. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've got in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Oleksandr Usyk in that last round. Stamina is always an issue. There's the bell for round 12. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Incredible work rate. They exchange punches. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
They block the left there. Nope, that hook won't score. His stamina is off the charts. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very competitive round. Hold that thought! Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled! And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened, a unanimous decision.